Hey, you guys, it's Killick86, aka Raymond. Welcome to another movie review. Now, for those of you who haven't seen the film, I suggest that you should leave because there are some spoiler alerts coming this way, and if you guys don't want it ruined, I suggest you leave. So this is your last chance. If you guys don't want to hear up the spoilers, I suggest you leave, but also leave a good a thumbs up for me for actually seeing the film. Well, guys, let's talk about this film. It was funny, and it had great music, great humor, great everything, great mutants, a lot of things that was great in this film. Now let's talk about it. Let's talk about Cable for a second. Josh Brolin, who's best known for playing Thanos, guys, who play in the Avengers: Infinity War. For a guy who is playing two different characters in two different Marvel universes, it kind of shows you how talented he really is. But damn, man, it was really hard to watch this guy do two mutants at the same time. I'm not saying that it was hard because it was terrible. It was kind of hard to see how the hard work and determination that this actor has given us to give us the personality of Thanos and also the personality of Cable. Now, let's talk about Deadpool for a second. Deadpool had some really great jokes and a lot of great humor. Now, the movie was amazing. We've seen him fight Cable in prison. We've seen him fight on a trailer car, like a mobile home type thing. But it was really amazing to see how different characters were actually there. We've seen Shatterstar, we've seen Domino, and we've seen that guy Peter with no powers at all. And it was really funny. I'm sure you guys have seen stuff seen the movie, and I'm sure you guys laughed your butt off the same way as I did. And let me tell you, it was amazing. So let's talk about the music from Deadpool 2. As you guys may have known, that Celine Dion sang the theme song Ashes from Deadpool 2. And if you guys seen the music video, we've seen Deadpool dancing like a ballerina, pirouetting all over the place, and then disrespecting her, saying, "This is Deadpool 2, not Titanic. You were 11. We need you to go down to a 5 or a 5.5 or something." And we've seen Celine Dion, "Listen, this goes to 11. So beat it, Spider-Man." And he looks at her and said, "God, I should have asked in sync." That was funny. I liked what he said, "This is Deadpool 2, not Titanic." I was like, wow, that was a big jab in the stomach right there. But now we've seen all the other characters, and we've seen how the company actually takes a jab at the studios, saying, "This is a big mansion, and you guys, I only see two of you here. Where's the other X-Men?" And I'm sure you guys have seen clips of the film that all the X-Men were in this one room. Was like, he closes the door and just closes everything. It was like the best. It was so funny, guys. I was like, he puts down a lot of people, and it was wow. Now, seeing Cable, guys. Now, Cable as being a time traveler, as you guys may have known that, don't know that Cable is actually Cyclops' son, and as you know, he's a time traveler, got a bionic arm. Although we've seen a lot of other choices that Deadpool stated in his behind in the post-credit scenes at the end of Deadpool. Is said Mel Gibson, Dolph Lundgren, Keira Knightley. She has range, so I think she'll be fine. But Josh Brolin, he did a hell of a job. So, guys, we've seen a lot of new mutants. Like I said before, we had Shatterstar, we had Peter, the guy who had no powers. And we've seen the Vanisher. You can tell by his powers what he is. And then, as a spoiler alert, I want you guys to know that we've seen the Juggernaut. And it was a big comic debut for him because, as you guys may have known in the comics, Deadpool actually faced Juggernaut. And seeing how he said, "You were my favorite. I've seen you in all the other comic books and things like that. You guys were the best." And wow, it was really tough. Now, what I've noticed in this film, that the Essex School of Gifted Students, which they later find out it was actually a rehabilitation and also a place where they torture mutants. Essex School is actually the same name as the company where Mr. Sinister actually was. It would have been cool to see him there, but you know what? Seeing Juggernaut and also fighting Cable, I think those were great villains to fight with, you know? Now, let's talk about the post-credit scenes, guys. The post-credit scenes was amazing. As you guys may have remembered, he is actually a time traveler. And now, guys, you have to understand where I'm going with this. A time traveler. Now, you guys may have known in the post-credit scenes, if you've seen it, we've seen him steal it and going back in time, fixing everything. What I found very funny, well, two of them that were funny, we've seen him go back in time and killed his a different version of Deadpool from Wolverine, X-Men Origins Wolverine. That was funny. And also we've seen him kill Ryan Reynolds for taking the role as Green Lantern, which I'm sure that he did that on purpose. But with all those post-credit scenes and everything, that kind of hinted that there might be another movie for Deadpool. A lot of people are saying that maybe it is, maybe it's not. I'm not sure. But all I know, guys, is that seeing those post-credit scenes, that was the best. We see him go back in time, also saving the X-Force, which I'm sure you guys have seen what it was. But it was funny. It was like, wow. And for him to actually look at Wolverine, which we all know it was taking part in the movie, obviously, it was very interesting. He just rewrote history and made sure everything like that didn't happen again. Now, guys, for rating, what do I rate this movie? I give it an 8 out of 10. Now, the reason why I give it an 8 out of 10, for one thing, don't get me wrong, Cable was a great villain, and also we've seen the Juggernaut, but I wanted something a lot better. Another villain that was way better than that. Hey, don't get me wrong, like in the first film with Ajax, with that point, that was funny. He made fun of his name so much, and also we saw the origin and how Deadpool got his powers, and it was tough. But you know, the way I see it, this movie was great, and I give it an 8 out of 10. Well, guys, I hope you guys enjoyed this film. Don't get the film of Deadpool 2, and also I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Don't forget to subscribe to my channel for more reactionable gameplay. Drop some likes on this video if you enjoyed this. It was interesting. It was funny, and I would love to see that again. Oh, little side note, guys. I just found out that Avengers: Infinity War is coming out on DVD, also in digital, on July 31st. So I'm looking forward to getting that film because it was great. A lot of people hated it because, as you know, all the heroes died. Spoiler alert. Well, half of them were. They said it was too dark, and also it rushed. I have a feeling it rushed. It did rush a little bit, but I thought it was great. As you guys know, there's supposed to be a part 2, which I would call Avengers 4 part 2. We're gonna see them win, and I'm hoping that Iron Man will face Thanos again, because he did hell of a job right there. Well, guys, I hope you guys enjoyed this, and don't forget, like I always say, stay positive and enjoy your day.